Oh, ever since I was a kid. I mean, growing up in Puna on the Big Island, I grew up on a 3-acre farm. So my dad would take us on hikes. We'd do overnighters. So from my earliest childhood memories, it was always being outside and hiking through the forest. And then my mom, she had a native plant business, and so native plants were always special to me. And so I think that shaped the way I viewed everything. It's one thing to hike through a forest, it's another to know that you're hiking through a native forest and appreciate that. I guess it wasn't until later that I realized that, that could be a future for me. For me, it was more just like life. And so that's still how I kind of view it today. Oh, I went to college at the University of Oregon up in Eugene. But there was something that always kind of called me home. When I read the job application, it basically said they're looking for a youth summer team leader to help transform these kids' lives. It had a little bit to do with conservation, but to me, I felt like it was more about helping Hawaii's youth find value in who they were and finding confidence in themselves. Sounds like a job that would give me purpose, and that's what I was looking for. The staff at Kupu is amazing people. I think they challenge me to just keep striving to be pono. Being conscious of your everyday steps of what you're doing. I thought that I was, gonna be giving myself to these kids and mentoring them. But the program really helped kind of change me too, made me appreciate what I had around me. Seeing my effect that I had on these kids, seeing that every move I made, they emulated, it starts making you realize like where you can change yourself to be a better person. I think that's what leadership roles do, is they change the leader as much as they change the kids being led. So yeah, it definitely had a profound impact on me. So what our E2U interns do is we come into a school and kind of work with the ag teacher or the natural resource teacher, kind of see where their needs are, where they want to grow their program but they don't necessarily have the funding or the resources. At some of the schools, we've been able to change their whole food waste, from the cafeteria, be able to turn that into mulch and compost. We do projects like here at Castle where we've come in and helped them, build lo'i patches, reintroducing them to the ahupua'a idea and thinking about, taking care of their resources from Mauka to Makai. I think this E2U program is important because what it does is connect these students to their outside community. So not only the community practitioners that surround them, but the community resources and community work sites around them. I think when the kids understand the bigger picture, they're down to get dirty, they're down to work their butt off. And I've seen them even do that voluntarily after school. And it surprises me. A lot of times I plan a trip to go, do some hard work in a lo'i, and I assume a lot of them are gonna say, I don't wanna come today, but surprisingly, those are the days we get the most kids out. I hope that we can grow this program to spread throughout the state. I always believe you want to give back to the community that made you. And although, that was the first step for me moving back from Oregon, really the community that made me is on the Big Island. So for me, I'd like to see this program, evolve and be able to take it back to my home on the Big Island and see the program flourish there so that we can affect the kids from my community just like we've affected the kids here on Oahu.